Hi, welcome to my channel about embedded systems, fischertechnik and robotics. This video is about my walking robot Mirft2 made of fischertechnik and based on the TXT controller running embedded Linux and programmed in Python. With a camera on front, 2 touch sensors and 2 battery packs to keep it running. Objective is to determine a course towards the object, select the color red and determine its course. Last time I focused mainly on the walking, and what was a problem was that does it detect when the touch sensors touch the object. For that to see, there's software and you have to look at the screen to make up if it actually did or not. I want to make it easier and put 2 LEDs, one here and one here, to make it visual for anyone to see if it actually touched something, and detect in the log file then that it actually did touch. So 2 things, log file improvement and adding of some electronics. So let's get to that. Right, with a screencast again. So terminals ready for logging into the controller. RoboPro for testing results, which doesn't work yet because it's powered off, and here for the graphics result, images, etc. But it's yet powered off, as I said. So let's first test and see if it runs anyway. As you could see, the front sensors were absolutely impressed or used, while the data file doesn't show anything about that. So time for the actual LEDs. And fischertechnik does have LEDs, but in my robot arm project it didn't really work out, so I'm afraid I need to use other LEDs. So let's get to that now. Off screen I have prepared this, so a regular LED with a regular resistor and a wire, which would go between this and the power, or more appropriately the ground. This power, that is ground, and for fischertechnik I need an extra fischertechnik wire, and it all depends on the polarity. First I will check the fischertechnik LED, and considering the results that I got with the robotic arm, this is a backup, and then I mean this is a backup, and that is guaranteed to work. Also dependent on the polarity, of course, on the polarity of the wires. So let's see how this ends up. Alright, so something is wrong in the connections right now. When I connected the fischertechnik LED, it kept on burning straight away. And when I put in on the same way the LED as it is now, it isn't doing anything at all. And reversing the wires doesn't matter. So I need to think it over. By the way, the robot arm has a different controller than this robot, so there might be a difference, although I hope not. So as you can see, the wiring riddle just got a little bigger because with the other resistor and LED removed and the rewiring, now the LED suddenly doesn't do a thing. So what is happening? I'm not quite sure. But also you saw that the LED working was reversed on what I want. I want it to go on when the sensor is pressed, and that's not what's happening. So things to figure out. And the riddle just got a little bigger yet, because when I switch the wires from this output to this output, so I shift them, it did work for a little bit, but then the results were reversed. Not pressed meant that it is active, and pressed meant that it is not active, which I don't want. So how to figure out, how to fix? Nice question. So until now, no real good results. At least the wires are back in the same position and they do work now. So this one is working, that one is working. However, LEDs are not. So looking here at schematics, the intention is to have here an LED and here an LED. And which should I take? This one is a good one. And here. So these are alright, so 3 and 1 and 3 and 1. They just need a rotation. And that's the good rotation. So and this is not good. This is so those are the LEDs that are supposed to be working, and the one and that is obviously 2. The problem, however, is they're not working the way they should be, and also I checked them with the ARM project, and the wiring is exactly the same. So the fact that it still doesn't work raises questions. Is it a controller or anything else? Because I already reversed the polarity and that doesn't matter. We'll see. Just a quick test. Battery pack and fischertechnik LED. Nothing wrong with it. Then this LED with a resistor, necessary resistor, in the plus and in the minus, and it is functional. Nothing wrong with it. So, question remains, if they're both functional, how's the circuitry then? Because this is functional and this is functional. Very good question at this moment. Everything works except the combination as yet. And to add to the confusion, I have, as you can see, the fischertechnik LED now directly wired again to the switch. The LED is burning, but also I3 is positively wired. And you can see the LED responding, but also that the switch is not coming on. So, or not responding. So, unfortunately, this is not working. It is working and yet it is not working. Riddle remains, unfortunately. One thing remains, images. So I will select one of the images that I still have left. Copy, and here. That is one. And which is quite a nice result. For the images. For the log file, as you understand, that's quite a different story. Nowhere to be activated. And that's it for now. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please do subscribe to my channel, give the video a thumbs up, click the bell for notification. You can also follow me via Twitter and Instagram. Also, you can support via PayPal, Ko-fi, and by becoming a patron. You can also become a member via Ko-fi, by the way. This is obviously going to be continued. Please take a look at my website for more fischertechnik projects and electronics and embedded systems and robotics. For now, have a great day, take care, stay safe, bye.